We're live. I'm live. Let's see if anybody pops up. I have never done this before, so we'll see. How I hope we have signal long enough to hang out for just a little bit. Let's see who pops in. And I haven't. Nobody's popped in yet, but let's see what happens. Since I've never done this before, I hope I'm doing it right. I don't know. Let's see. Pyromatic. Hi, honey. How are you? How's it going? Yeah, it's been this trip has been been full of challenges, and it's been raining most of the trip. This is our last day, so we came to go fishing again, and we did have a wild night last night. Dina! Hi, baby. I miss you. Yeah, it was a wild night last night. We went to a very crazy place. And I have to say, I mean, the energy there was absolutely so strong. There was so much. I mean, it was like I opened my truck door, and a second I put my feet on the floor, on the ground, it was like it was on. It was like a vortex swirling. Sandra, hi, honey. It was just like this swirling like vortex of energy. It was very disorienting. I'd not had any kind of thing like that before. Hey, Sandra W, how are you? Hey, Brown Dwarf. And so yeah, this spot was pretty crazy. I'll just say, I will say, it's hard because I can't say a whole lot, because it's gonna, Matt, like I said, Matt's one of the reasons we're up here is so Matt can work on his next film. So, what can I share? Because of the rain, I will tell you, because of all the rain we've had, we have not been able to research as much as we had anticipated. We anticipated to be able to research pretty much all day, all night, the entire weekend, and that was just not possible with the rain. It was a lot, and I look like hell because I haven't had a shower. Oh my God. I love it, Pyromatic. Oh my God, yeah. This has been the craziest experience. We had, like I said, on Friday night, we were waiting on our third team member. Oh, thank you, Sandra W. We were waiting on our third team member to show up, and they didn't get there till like almost like 11:30ish. Is it really, Dina? We have to come back to that. I don't want to come back to that. Gary, hi, honey. The thought of going back to Florida after being in this amazing place is really daunting. It really is. It was very, even though we've had a lot of rain, just being in this space has been very recharging, like just recharged our batteries to get us back kind of in alignment. So it's been amazing. All right, so I'm gonna like flip the camera around a minute so y'all can kind of just see like where we're at. Like, it's literally this amazing, like, brook. Like, oh, it's so gorgeous, right, guys? Isn't it beautiful? So, yeah. Oh, the fall colors. Yeah, let me see if I can get some of that mountain up there. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, and this, I'll tell you guys, being here, like, at this time of year has been fantastic. Yeah, Dina, heaven. Absolute heaven. And just getting grounded and getting back to nature and just kind of like being in this amazing space. It's been fabulous for me. Like it just, and Matt too, like it's just been this, yes, so calming, Sandra, you're right. It just puts you in this whole other space. Um, and it makes me good, Gary, good. I can't wait to hear about it. Yeah, it's been fabulous. It's been rejuvenating, breathtaking. The drive through the mountains has been gorgeous. Hey Cynthia, how are you? Um, we've this morning I'm very was very still very disoriented from the experiences of last night. Um, I, I, I honestly, guys, like, I want to share so much, and I really thought we would have so much more to share with you guys, like, right now. Unfortunately, I don't because of the rain and the experience from last night to the Red River. Okay, and I'm not sure where the Red River is. But the experiences from last night were they were extremely insane, extremely intense. It was very guys, like I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pyromedic. I just wish I could like tell you guys everything. I will tell you this. I will tell you, we have missing time. We have missing time. Didn't expect that. Hi, Three Souls Paranormal. How are you? Yeah, we had missing time. I can tell you that. And we kind of were Hey Val. Trying to figure it out still. We're still trying to kind of figure out what happened to us. We're not 100% sure what happened. And that's why I'm kind of like hesitating because I don't know 100%. All I can tell you is the spot that we went to, it took us about almost 40 minutes to get where we were going up the mountain. And oh yeah, we actually, Val, what we did was after we got back to camp last night, we sat down and did Matt just kind of filmed us, all three of us talking, telling the story of what happened on camera. So yeah, it was missing time for sure. We just don't know what happened, honestly. We don't know what happened. It took us about 40 minutes to get there. Yeah, I want to come back as a younger version of myself for sure. That'd be fabulous. I want to come back about 20 years younger with amazing skin. And and if that was to happen, I definitely want to come back like, 50 pounds lighter too, right? So that would be amazing if we could do that. Oh, Gary, I wish I was a youngster, my love. I really do. I'm feeling it right now. Camping this many days. I'm feeling, my body is feeling it. But we really did have some something happened. We just, like, I really wish we could say what happened. I just don't know what happened yet. We're still processing it. And I don't know if maybe the area we went to definitely had, thanks, Dina. Thank you, honey. We It has more UFO and ET type activity. Although I will also tell you, we definitely encountered Sasquatch. We did. We did encounter some Sasquatch at that spot. So they're there on the mountain, but usually this particular place is more known for like UFO stuff. So when we realized we had the missing time, it kind of made sense. But what happened, what really happened, we don't know. We don't know. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe at some point maybe we'll do a regression, but I can say also that I was feeling so overwhelmed. Yeah, you're right, Pyromedic. It is. It is. It absolutely is all connected. And we were for sure realizing that last night because there was a lot of activity and there was lots of things that happened that, everybody talks about, right? And it was definitely this like firestorm. Yeah, Gary, I wish I could. Oh, yeah. I don't want to go back to Florida. I'm being honest with you. If I could just stay here and not go back to Florida, I'd be the happiest woman in the planet. Like, I'm so over Florida. This is so crazy. You guys are going to find this like insane. So Matt and I we went to Walmart, right? We got up here and went to Walmart and we had to get get food and some water and all that stuff. We were doing primitive camping. Cynthia, we are in Georgia. We are in Georgia, and we are in North Georgia. Yeah, Dina. Yeah, thanks, honey. But we go to Walmart to get supplies, and we're looking around. They must have thought we were crazy people because we're walking around like with our mouths open, gawking everywhere. because because it was, number one, it was clean. It was so clean. The shelves were nice and neat, and people were actually working. Where I go, in Florida, like where I'm at on the southeast coast, Walmarts are I don't even like to go to Walmart that much because it's so awful. Like, your experience is so awful. They don't take care of it. It's filthy. It's like disgusting. And so that little tiny thing, I was like, Matt, oh my God, like we were astonished at the difference between what we deal with down there. And I said to Matt when we got back in the car, I'm like, well, I guess you can say for sure that where we come from, the people are animals and act like animals. Yes, Dina, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the people act like animals. And up here, it was like everyone was so helpful. And, sweet, nice, kind. And you just don't get that where we're at, and I'm over it. I'm so done, so done. I'm just done with it. It was. I'll tell you guys another thing too that happened that was so crazy. So after that whole thing happened last night, we were hungry. We wanted like a hot meal. We were too tired to cook at camp. We were just exhausted and drained from the experience. And we stopped at this Burger King. The kid that was behind the counter, yeah, you're right, Pyromedic. Hi, Lara, how are you? We stopped at Burger King, and the guy, professional paranormal research, hi, how are you? Hi. I think it's Lee, yes. Hi, Lee. How are you? I was trying to think your name, Lee. Um, yeah, we stopped at this Burger King, and this guy behind the counter was like, "Oh, he says we started having a conversation about Sasquatch, and he was like, there is no such thing," and I'm like, I'm like, so you've never had any kind of an experience? And the guy was like, no, and I've lived here my whole life. He looked like he was maybe 20, early 20s, early to mid 20s. The guy literally starts like, there are no Sasquatch here. I'm like, oh, I was like, really? No Sasquatch here? He goes, yeah. How many do you think? He goes, oh, so you think they're here? How many do you think are around here? And I said, hey, Don, how are you? And we I looked at the guy and I said, because he was really kind of giving us a hard time a little bit, like really needling us. And I was like, well, how about this? I said, do you have a smartphone? And he says, yeah. And I said, go and download an app called the Bigfoot, uh, what is it? The Bigfoot Mapping Project. So download that app, open it up, look at the state that you live in for yourself, and then you answer that question. So, and that was it for me. I was done. I wasn't going to sit there and argue with this guy. I'm not going to argue with him, but I was like, I just gave him something to think about. So it was an interesting reaction to us. I was very like, okay. I'm like, you don't think you live on this mountain pretty much, and you don't think there's Sasquatch? God, that was so crazy to me. Jean! Hi, Jean. How are you? I'm going to turn the camera around for some of you guys that just showed up. So, Matt is way down there. He's down there fishing for some trout. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's like this amazing little lake brook that we found. We were here the other day, and Matt was like, I want to go back. And so we did. And, right there is a little waterfall. Can you zoom in? Oh, I can zoom in. There. See it? Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, Matt has been catching, he has been trying to get brook trout, and the only thing he's been able to catch has been rainbow trout. So, but he keeps trying. He wants to catch a brook trout. That's like his mission. He's been on this mission. So today we're going to do that. He's going to fish here. I thought I would do a live. Oh yeah, Lara, I have been. I found some interesting stuff, beautiful rocks, beautiful things. So I've been collecting things. This was weird. I found a Fanta glass bottle here by the river the other day, and it's all in Spanish, and it said that it was made in Mexico. So who the heck was up here with an orange Fanta from Mexico? I don't know. I'm like, told Matt, I'm like, that in itself is so strange. I'm keeping this bottle. I love it. I had found another glass bottle in another research area. So I was like, that's kind of cool. Aztecs. Yeah, that would be funny. But I found another bottle in one of our research areas actually down in South Florida. So I have that one. So this one's going to be kind of neat to have, like, no, we all have both. And yeah, so it was kind of an interesting find, I thought. But yeah, we're going to do some fishing here. And then when we leave here, And we're gonna run to, hey, Chad Smith, how are you? We're gonna leave here and go to like a tourist attraction that's not so far from where we're at, and we're gonna do that today, and then we're gonna head home tomorrow. But I'm really sorry, guys. I really thought we would have more stuff. I really thought we'd be able to share. Also, we thought we were gonna have service at our campsite, which we did not have. We have 0 service there. So we are, you know, we have to leave the campsite. No, Jean, I wish we had seen some jackalopes. There was when we were setting up our camp, there was a very strange, I'll tell you another, this is a really weird thing, and I can share this. I just remembered it, actually. All right, we were setting up our camp, and I look out of the corner of my eye, I saw something move, and it was like this little black thing. It was like a little black thing that jumped from like a log down into this brush. And I said to Matt, I'm like, what the heck is that about? What was that? And he didn't see it. So later in the day, probably like a couple hours later, when we left the campsite and we got service, I got a message from Amber. I think you guys know Amber from Amber's Para World. She texted me and she said, hey, I just saw something weird and I need you guys to do 2 things. Number 1, watch the skies. That's what she told us. Watch the skies. The second thing she told me was, I'm seeing small black furry cryptids. Be careful because there's these small black furry cryptids. And I hadn't talked to her. We didn't even have any cell service. How did she know what I saw? I was like, holy cow. What the heck was that thing? It was weird. It was the only one we saw, though, I have to say. Matt didn't see it. Only I saw it. Hey, Michael Haywood. Sorry, tired. So that was really weird. We had a lot of strange, weird coincidences this weekend. A lot of things that worked out kind of for us. It was the talking parrot. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was a talking parrot. I don't know what the hell it was. I have no clue. Yeah, right, Lara, I get it. So it's been a great trip, though, I have to say. It's been fabulous. What else happened? That was weird? I will. There was when we first got to the campsite, those campsite that we reserved. I kid you not. This place was literally like on, like. It was like down. I mean, I can't. It almost looked like it was on a cliff or something. And I said to Matt, I said, how are we going to get all of our stuff down there? So there was people in the next campsite. They came over and they were like, hey, we have family coming in. And if you guys would like, their campsite is up the hill and it's flatter and it's more secluded and not really anybody around there. If you guys want to, take that campsite, and then we'll take your campsite. We went and looked at the campsite and I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, we'll take this one, because at least I felt like, okay, it's flat. I can, it was the oh my God, it was such a nicer campsite. It worked out for us so good. The people were so sweet. So we've really had a wonderful experience, other than the rain and trying to stay dry. It's been great. And I want to thank all of you that are here right now, for being here, and supporting me. And yeah, I don't know what it was. It was like it was like a black, sleek looking kind of thing. but it didn't, I would say the size of a very large cat, but it wasn't a cat. Yeah, but the size of a very large cat. So whatever the heck it was, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I was not going to investigate it. Holy cow. The one thing about this place is a really did it have a tail? I didn't see a tail because it was happened so quickly. I didn't see a tail. I can't say it did or it didn't. I don't know. It happened so fast. So I'm not sure. No, I didn't see it sitting. When at the moment I caught something was moving out of the corner of my eye, at the moment I caught it, it was kind of jumping off the log and down into this brush pile. Yeah, that was like where we are, where we're fishing right now, literally is it's a mountain road that everybody travels because it's the only road like in this area. So we're kind of like right there's the road right there. So there are cars zooming around. No, it wasn't a raccoon. Definitely not a raccoon. It wasn't as big as, it wasn't, how do I say it? It wasn't like, you know how like a raccoon's kind of like round, right? Yeah, Pyromedic. It kind of had that look to it. But where we were at the campsite, there's not really any water there. So I don't really think it was anything like an otter. And it never came out of whatever's there. But like I said, what he jumped down into, I'm not going in there. Maybe Pyromedic. It could be. It could be. It could have been anything. Trust me, I'm not saying it was paranormal or it was a cryptid. I have no clue. It could just be whatever's around here. You know what I mean? Like, no, not a groundhog. I had friends that had groundhogs as pets. Of course, they're not the best pets. They're not friendly. Hi, Susan. Huh. Interesting. So, anyways, I think we're going to wrap up the live, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I loved hanging out with you guys. Wish we could have done it a lot more. We were really hoping to go live from our campsite. Just didn't have the service to do it. I love you guys. Thanks for popping in with me. Thank you for hanging out. And hopefully, Matt, Matt and I can, like I said, we're still trying to figure out what happened to us last night. So thank you guys so much. Love you, Sandra. Love you, Lara. Love you, Jean, Gary, Pyromedic, Michael, Susan, Miss Dina, like all of you guys. Thank you. Sandra Piper, she was in here a little earlier. Thank you, Cynthia. I love you guys. And we will, get back to you. And hopefully I'm going to have show next weekend, but we'll see. All right, guys. Love you much. Mwah. Love and blessings from the mountains. Oh, there's Matt. Say hi, Matt. We're getting ready to shut down the live. Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
Love you. Bye.